Hi everyone, my name is Shukra. In this video we will work on this beautiful black pine. I just bought it for someone who was shrinking his collection. We are out of season to work on the roots and do some heavy pruning, but I still want to work on this and I think it's still possible, but we need to be careful. So it's not an advice to do this, but I think it will be an example that out of the season we still can do a few things. Let's get started. This is how it's looking like at this moment. I think looking from this perspective it has quite a nice shape already. It looks like it is crafted. That's something we need to work on. I think that curve there is very nice. This one makes it too long. So I think we can cut this away from here. But below the roots, we need to take a look, of course. Looking at the soil, it looks like it's purely organic. There is some other substrate in it, but not much more. This moss we can just remove and it's not completely pot bound. But in here, this is one of the main reasons I want to do this work. We see some things over there around the base. I need to check what that is. And these roots we can just take away. So let's just take it out of the pot. It has quite some roots, so to see. Now I see what was going on down below. The previous owner applied some kind of trick in here. As you see, in this area around the base there's not much, and I'm very curious why that is. There's some stuff going on in there. I need to get rid of that. There's a hollow part in here. Maybe this is one of the reasons we don't have that much growth around the base. It's just wrapped in this stuff. Mostly they do that with seedlings. I think now we got it out. What is weird is the previous owner told me this is the black pine, and I know sometimes white pines are grafted onto black pines. So possibly I have a white and a black pine together. So I'm not sure which one we got in here. We will see. I am quite curious. So what I will do with the roots is I'll just cut away a bit just to enforce a bit more growth from the base. Because all these long roots we just don't need. Let me take out this thick one. Do we see any other weird? Yeah, this one in here. So that will be it. And what I will do is I'll damage it from here around the bark completely, and I'll pot it up from this height. So the soil line will be in here, and I'll cut away this part. Let me do that now. So this will be an air layer below the soil. Hopefully it will root and we get new shoots from here, which would be very nice. I'm still impressed that I didn't see that when I was buying it. If I had seen that, I probably didn't buy this one. Quite a pity. So I'll take this one from here. Then we can maybe later on make some dead wood. And here the lower side of the needles I'll just remove. They will be below the soil. Let's see if we will get out success of this. So this will be a cutting. The height is a bit too much for this. Can we still reduce of its height? Yes, and this way we can. So that will be it. The tree pushes itself upwards. I just use the soil I use always. There's a lot of perlite in it, there's clay in it, and there's coconut soil in it. I think it will be fine like this. This side is really the side where we need some soil. I'll add a rock on top just to make sure that the tree doesn't pop up. This is not the final potting angle, of course. Later on, after removing the graft, you will see. So this is a look on the result. I think it looks quite pretty in this shape. Yeah, that's maybe an idea. I just wire this one up. Yeah, let me do that. This branch is quite dominant. This is of course not the normal style of wiring, but it's just to keep it in place for now. Just to give the tree a new leader, and later on we will see what we will do with it. This is the final result. The craft was quite a surprise for me, I have to admit, because I bought this one as a Japanese black pine, so a pine is Thunbergy, but as far as I know, those ones are never crafted. A white pine is crafted on top sometimes from a black pine, because the black pine has quite some strong roots. As a conclusion, I am really doubting now what do I have in here. I have needles in groups of 2. If you recognize this species, please let me know in the comments. Looking back, I'm happy that we did this work. We opened up the roots, we shortened them, and I think that was very needed, because you saw that glass wool like there, which is used in the initial state, was still there, but it was also squeezing the downside a bit. And I think with opening that up, we will initiate more root growth. And just below the soil, we have made an air layer, and we pruned one branch off. I have done an extraordinary wiring in here. It's quite ugly, but I think it will do just enough for now. And in this this shape, I think it looks quite sweet. I'm very happy with that. Let's just let this one grow for another season, and maybe in autumn time or in springtime I'll give you an update about this one. I hope we can remove the craft from there. I'll place this one in the shade for a few days, and after I see a few positive signs of growth, then I'll place it to the south side of my house, and then it will grow in the full sun. I would like to thank you for watching again, and don't forget to let me know if you recognize this species. See you in the next video. Bye bye.